men are far more selfless than women. We fight in the wars. We die in the wars. We provide the utility for society. What are we laughing at? Is this any of this a lie?
I think women would fight in the wars. You know who set up this society? Men. That's the patriarchy. Women don't fight in the wars because that's what you guys have decided.
Do you want to fight in a war?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, why aren't you in right now then?
Because I don't know. I make good money doing what I do, and also I feel bad because I have family members who are in the army and stuff, and it stresses my mum out. So I don't want to give her another family member to worry about.
Stop the cap.
Anyway,
What do you do for work? OnlyFans?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that more stress? Isn't that more stress on your mom and dad?
Oh no, definitely not. She loves it.
Wait, she watches this?
She does?
Yeah, she thinks it's creative. She's arty.
Okay.
anyway, going back to what I was saying. So yeah, I would argue that men are far less selfish than women are. Women are way more selfish because they have to be. And on top of that, society encourages you guys to be selfish. Society encourages you guys to date up and meet a man that makes money. Society encourages you to know your worth and find the man of your dreams. Society encourages you to be a stay-at-home mom, but at the same time, if you want to go to school and get an education, you can do that too. So women really have all the choice in the world. You want to be a feminist like you and be a sex worker? Fine. Want to go into the military? Fine. Want to go ahead and be a stay-at-home mom? Fine. But men, we only have one choice. Go to work or be a fucking loser. We don't have another choice.
This wasn't set up by women though. This was, you guys have set up this society.
The patriarchy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was not just, if you're upset with that, you should become a feminist.
No, I see, here's the thing. I understand that the patriarchy simply works because men create order.
You're the one complaining about the patriarchy.
Yeah, he's not complaining.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm telling you that this is precisely why women don't create anything and they can't be the leaders.
You said you're upset because men have to be the ones to earn all the money and provide, and you said you don't like that.
I never said I was upset about that.
It sounded like you were.
Well, how I sound versus what you interpret are two different things.
Okay.
I mean, I'm simply saying that men, there's a burden of performance on us versus there isn't one on you.
Yeah, but that's the patriarchy. Do you not understand that?
But the patriarchy works.
Okay, you're just contradicting yourself.
How did I contradict myself?
I mean, it's quite obvious.
Tell me how I contradicted myself.
You were just complaining about the patriarchy because you have the burden of having to work, and then you're like, oh, but the patriarchy works. It's like, okay.
He's explaining, not complaining.
Acknowledging the truth and explaining is not complaining.
So you don't mind that men have to provide and...
Not at all.
No.
Okay, cool.
I believe in a traditional relationship where the man works and the woman doesn't. Why do you think I was able to know right away her relationship didn't work?
And why she's single and why they broke up.
I knew this already. Like, as soon as she said, oh, I want a guy that I make more money than, but he can't be a bitch, I was like, well, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then he asked the question I was thinking, are you in a relationship? She said no, and she broke up with the guy. So, again, like you're saying, oh, the patriarchy, blah, blah. Well, the patriarchy works. It's how you're able to be a sex worker and make the amount of money that you make is because of a patriarchy.
Yep.
If it was a matriarchy,
you'd be broke.
We'd be done. If I'm going to be very honest, if we had to rely on female ingenuity to progress society, we probably still would be rubbing fucking sticks together for fire.
I disagree with you.
What do you disagree with? Female ingenuity or the patriarchy not working? Which one?
All of it.
Okay, tell me why.
I just think females are a lot smarter than you're giving them credit for.
Smart in what way?
I think we could still have progressed to this point without men.
All of this, chairs, lights,
really?
Yeah.
Buildings.
Yeah.
Why would we not?
Sewage.
It's not like we have, dumber brains than you. Why would we not get to that point?
I didn't say that. But, you know what's funny? So you're from the UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a matriarchy or a patriarchy?
A patriarchy.
So your job right now that you do, I guess when you're home, whatever, who owns it?
What do you mean?
The company.
Are you talking about the owner of OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah.
You think a woman could run that operation?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
So in this case, like, you think women could run the world perfectly fine, like how it is today?
Yeah. Well, no, because it's It's I don't think it's being run very well today.
Your own system was by a queen image, but a man ran the country, right?
Yeah. I don't necessarily agree with
Ooh.
the royal family, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't?
No. I mean, she was cute. But, you know, I like a democracy. I don't care about having a royal family.
Either way, we're just saying that, like, right now, how things are, it's the best it's going to be. Having a woman in charge won't change anything. Actually, it'll make it worse, actually. Way worse.
Okay,
would
well,
never be
that's your
here.
opinion,
So,
not a fact.
Okay, here's a fact. Over 90% of inventions are made by men. Men control all the infrastructure, lights, water, building creation, etc. Women don't build anything. So the reality is that you can say I don't like the patriarchy or whatever, but the patriarchy allows you the privilege to even complain about the patriarchy.
Okay.
Without the patriarchy,
I feel like there's no point arguing with you.
it's not about arguing.
it's not
Just
arguing.
I'm just challenging your ideas. 'Cause-
Debating with you.
Yeah, but you're incorrect. That's why I'm.
Okay. Well, I
that's what I'm
think you're
telling you.
incorrect.
What am I incorrect about? Specifically.
What? That women don't build anything?
All right.
I just literally told you 90% plus of inventions throughout society have always been made by men.
But why do you think that is?
The 5%?
Probably because of the
Yes.
patriarchy.
So how far do you think if we had to rely on that 5% of ingenuity by
I think
women?
Google. I think Wikipedia was making by a woman.
Wikipedia?
Okay, so Wikipedia.
Yeah, I mean something. No?
But who made the internet?
Wikipedia is terrible, by the way.
But who made the internet, though?
So let me get this straight. You're saying, oh look, women invented Wikipedia. So that's my argument.
Well, I think
Okay.
we make other stuff. You know, like in bed.
Like
Okay.
what?
We're really good in bed.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, sex, Myron.
So selling boxes is a okay. I mean,
TTS, I think.
Okay, again, my argument is simply this. If we had to rely on female
Fresh, I am
ingenuity-
your father. Tip $35.
Mute the shit. If we had to rely on female ingenuity, we would be in the Stone Age still, is what I'm trying to say. Over 90% of the inventions and the infrastructure that you enjoy was created by men.
But you
women don't create
understand that's
anything.
the patriarchy. Do you not
Well, we
understand
create
that?
kids.
If we had to rely on a matriarchy, we wouldn't be this far, is my
I
point.
don't want a matriarchy. I just want it equal, is what I'm trying to say. I don't want a certain gender to be in control.
But that's just not reality. There's no such thing as equality and
Maybe.
egalitarianism.
Maybe, fair enough.
It just doesn't work.
Mm.
And here's the other thing, too, also that's very interesting. Men, we have the monopoly of force, right? Men built the world. Men fought all the revolutions. We're the ones that created society and allowed you guys to exist in it, right? Then we forfeited some of that power so you guys can have women's rights and feminism, etc. We've civilized the world so much that you guys think that you're actually equal. You're not.
I don't think we're equal.
No,
You just
we're
made an
not-
argument for
we're not equal.
egalitarianism
I say
just now.
I want us to be equal,
you want it
but
to be equal.
Yeah, but you're not.
no.
And the
We're
fact that we
not.
even gave you guys as much rights as
Men
you guys
like
have
you.
is
We're
funny.
like soft.
Huh?
We are like soft and feminine, and guys are like super hard and heavy. Like
Exactly, which is why you guys shouldn't be making decisions. That's my
I-
point. So
Okay.
men
We're
control the
super
monopoly of
soft.
force.
Soft and family.
What was that?
yeah, we're mostly we live by feelings. Like girls
Okay. I
live
don't
by
think that's a
feelings.
bad
So if
and
you live by
men-
feelings, do you want someone to be your leader that lives by feelings?
Well, to be
Yes.
okay. So
Hold on, let
when
her answer.
I know. I don't say. I don't say that word should be led by women.
Okay.
No, and go
Okay.
how
All
the way is led.
right, what are you trying to say?
I was going to say, when a woman's on her menstrual cycle, she has the most testosterone she will ever have. So that's why they say that we act irrational, because we're acting like a man. But and then when you were talking about
So who do you think is more rationally sound, men or women?
it
Women.
depends on the person, in my opinion, because some people are on antidepressants or
In
whatever,
general.
and
In general.
it depends on the person. I've met erratic men and women.
Okay. But I'm saying, in general, which gender do you think is more rationally sound?
I have
Who
no
you
clue.
asking?
Yeah, I
10
don't
hours
know.
later.
Because I don't know, like, to be real with you, it's like,
If you had to guess.
because I have a lot of life experience, even though I am 24, and I've been around a lot of different individuals. Some men carry themselves gracefully, and
So you
some
mean
women.
Dick. Experience?
So you're using anecdotal personal experience as the basis of your argument.
What are you using as basis of
Yeah,
your
this is just my.
argument?
Yeah.
I'm
my-
using statistics and the general public.
Mm.
How we feel
Then
this
you need
world.
to
Okay, so
like
I
your
can say,
statistics.
okay, I could choose men due to the fact that men wake up and they are able to just conquer the day, whereas women, we only get that once out of the whole month, once a week. And you guys are ready, like your testosterone levels are high. You're ready to wake up and go to work, and you could work out, and you could literally get 6 hours of sleep and be fine. Whereas
Okay.
women, we need 12. and
That's fine. So I'm just trying to understand here. You're literally describing how men are superior to women. What is your argument?
I wasn't arguing. I was picking a side, which you asked me. You asked me which one do you want women or men to be? Which one is
I
more?
was really addressing her, but that's fine.
Which one is more whatever, I forgot the
Rational.
word. Irrational, yes. Which
Okay.
one is more? I'll choose
So all your
men.
arguments were
I'll
made
choose
for men.
due to the fact that you guys do have the testosterone and you can get up and do things.
Women can get
But
up
then
and
you
do
made the
things. What are you
argument that-
talking
Yeah, but-
about?
Hold on,
I
but
mean, look at science. Look
hold
at
on, hold on,
science.
stop,
Yeah,
stop,
I
stop.
look at
Because-
science.
Because you tried to say for a second, because you were saying, oh, when women have their periods, their testosterone is up and they're irrational.
Because I was saying that because it shows that men can be emotional. Because when we have testosterone, I seen this one video of this one girl. She got injected with testosterone at a doctor's appointment, had to go to work after, and she was looking at all her coworkers, and she was so horny. And some of these guys are disgusting, and she's like, I still wanted to fuck them, and then she forgot, oh, I got a testosterone shot, but she also felt energized and she can conquer today. So I brought that up to say, okay, yes, men can be more rational compared to women if we're talking scientifically and What? Okay, yeah, obviously you guys don't speak English or something.
No, we do.
No,
And
we
that's
do.
the problem here. Because we're trying to understand what you're saying, because you interrupted. We're thinking for a rebuttal, but everything you said actually just substantiated what we made more,
Prove this
besides
point.
the weird.
Not really, but it's fine.
You just described how
You just
men-
described how men are more rationally sound and better leaders.
After you asked me the question and I came to terms with it and I thought about it, yes.
Bruh.
You guys are
See, you know what the issue is here? We're talking stats and how the world really works versus how we
Yes.
feel.
yes.
You guys talking how you feel. That's the thing.
Your stats are bullshit.
The bullshit.
Says who?
Yeah.
I mean,
Me.
Says you?
Yeah,
Show
yeah,
me.
bro.
Show
Okay,
me.
where's your
Yeah.
stats?
Show me the references. I can pull them up for you.
Sure. Pull
Show
them
me
up.
reference.
Well, I don't
Where
have
are
my
they?
phone on me, do I?
No, we'll Google it right now.
Well, what do you want a reference for?
Why you think a matrix is better than a patriarchy?
I didn't say that. I said I don't like the patriarchy.
So what's better then?
A different solution.
Like?
Men and women being equal.
You just said they were not equal though.
I don't feel like, from my experience, that we have reached that point from where I'm from.
Name one right or privilege that men have over women.
Well, I don't want to generalize, but, how many times have you been sexually harassed?
See, here's the thing with sexual harassment. It's subjective. If the right guy says, hey, nice ass, you're going to be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But if the wrong guy
Drake.
does it, then it's sexual harassment. So
You
that's
sound like a
completely subjective.
sexual harasser. You're just outing yourself right now.
What?
Damn, that's crazy.
It's common sense.
Okay. So by your logic, if anyone has sex with you, it's great because it could be done. No, it's depending on who the person
Okay.
is. If it's a guy that you like and he makes a sexual comment about you, you're going to laugh and say, ha ha ha, you're so stupid. It's flirting. But if it's an ugly guy that makes that comment, you might look at it as harassment. So it's a subjective thing.
How you feel?
That's not
It's subjective.
what I would say.
I mean, girls, do you disagree?
It's not grape if you like it. Like,
Oh my gosh.
that's
Well,
what he
she's
just
kinda
said.
right.
He just
You
said
what?
it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the truth.
That's
If
fucking
you
disgusting.
if you like the guy, it's not that.
Yeah.
You
Well,
see?
straight up,
Yeah,
it's not
if you
assault.
consent, then it's not grape. Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
but for the guy, you
Same
like,
thing. If you consent to his advances, it's not sexual harassment. Same
Yes,
thing.
yeah, obviously.
yeah.
That's the point. That's the
what
point.
So what are you arguing?
What are you arguing?
Chris.
I'm talking about sexual harassment when you
Okay.
don't consent to it and it's not
look,
something you want.
I'm asking you, what's right or privilege? Because you're trying to say that things aren't equal and we should make it equal, etc. I would argue that women have more rights and privileges than men. I would say we've overcorrected, if we're going to be honest here.
Well, of course you would.
No, I can actually make an argument for it.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you, what right or privilege do men have that women don't?
Well, that's what I was trying to say about sexual harassment.
Okay, a real one, because that's
do you
subjective.
feel so? If you say had to walk home tonight,
Sure.
At
Go ahead.
nighttime.
would you feel safe to do that.
Statistically
really.
speaking, I'm actually far more likely to be assaulted
Yeah.
in a violent crime than a woman is.
Okay. By
Men get
By
assaulted.
men, by the way.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Men are far more likely to be victims of violent crime than women are.
Well, okay.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's not even like refutable.
I know there are more male homicides than female homicides in most
Yes.
countries.
Yeah.
Okay. W.
So again, name a right or a privilege that men have that you don't.
Would you feel safe or not walking home then?
Okay. Here's the thing. How I feel versus what's real are two different things. If you feel
He
unsafe,
won there. Oh, good point.
no, it's the truth. Because here's the thing,
It's better to be
right?
a woman.
If I believe in ghosts, then I'm going to be scared. But if I don't believe in ghosts, I'm fine. If you go out walking outside, you say, "Oh my God, I don't feel safe," but you actually are, statistically speaking, well, you're safer. But the reality is, I actually am in more danger walking at night than you are. But we have these movies, we have these true crime where every woman thinks that she's going to get kidnapped. But the reality is, really, men are far more likely to be the victims of violent crime than women are. So you can feel however you want, but the reality is, you're safer.
Okay. You think women are safer than men? You
I
think
know.
I'm safer than you
I
to
not
walk
really.
home at night?
Yeah, statistically speaking, yeah.
Okay. I think your
Sure.
statistics are a bit dodgy.
Yeah, where are the statistics?
Department of Justice.
To be
Where's
honest.
Jamie?
Pull 'em up.
Where's
True crime.
Jamie?
Pull 'em up.
Yeah, but
Joe Rogan.
have you? What
Jamie, pull
about
it up.
domestic violence? What about the amount of women that
Domestic
are murdered
violence,
by
sure,
their
I could talk about that
partners?
too. Interestingly enough, when it comes to domestic violence, when the violence is one way, you know who it comes from?
Lesbians.
Well, lesbians have the most domestic violence.
That's
But,
Yeah.
Women.
but if we're talking about violence going one way in a relationship, 9 out of 10 times it's from the woman actually to the man.
That's not true at all. That's just false. That's absolutely false. I don't know where you've got that from.
Really?
What do you mean, really? Yes.
Okay, I need you to listen very closely because I already knew that you were going to be triggered as soon as I said that and you didn't actually hear what I said. In domestic violence situations, 9 out of 10 times, right? In most situations, they beat each other up. The man beats the woman beats the man. It's both ways. However, that's the majority
It's
of domestic
true.
violence
What,
situations. Both of them beat
Maybe
each other
she's
up.
fighting back because he's fighting her.
Look, the point is that they beat each other up. One situation, she might start a fight, she hits him first. Another situation, he might start a fight, he hits her first. Domestic violence typically is two ways. But when there's only one party assaulting the other, it's typically the woman assaulting the man.
You're wrong, but okay.
That's the truth.
It's not. That's
It
not
is.
the truth.
And it is. And
But
I
it's
can-
not.
It's the
Hold on,
woman who
it
got
is,
more
and
beat.
It's
I
not.
haven't heard that.
This is the truth.
That's
It's just
for
that they
sure.
don't talk about it because it's not politically correct to say that.
I mean,
But again, I'll substantiate that. We look at the most domestic violence among groups. Who is it? Lesbians. Why?
where have you got that
Because
from?
that's the truth.
Stats.
Stats,
I don't
numbers.
believe you.
Link tree.
I don't know what to tell you.
lesbian? What do you guys say?
Lesbians have the highest incidence, highest levels of domestic violence.
Why is
You're
that
the one
though?
that just
Lesbian
said
through
men get
lesbian, like,
murdered
what's the
the
reason
most
for
by
that?
other
There's a
men.
bunch of biological
Attitude.
reasons for that, but women are emotional. Women don't have a proper concept of violence, typically. That's why.
And sometimes
You
lack
can
of
find
control
out
of
my
emotions,
concept
too.
of violence.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Lack of emotions.
What was that?
Yeah, lack of emotion.
Control.
sometimes.
Yeah, lack of emotional control. Women don't have a proper understanding of violence. Like, they're not like men. So, like, with men, right? We understand that if we get in a confrontation with someone, that could be the end of our life.
Yeah, pretty
right?
much, yep.
Because men are far more capable of real violence than women are. With women, it's not the same.
Hit me, nigga!
They're far more likely to fight. They're far more likely to start issues. They're far more likely to be violent with each other. They just are. Men generally understand violence. Women don't. So when there is domestic violence in a relationship, it's typically both ways. They both beat each other up. When it's
just
one
wrong.
way, when
You're
it's
just
one way,
wrong.
you're just talking out your ass. I'm telling you from stats. And then when it's one way, it's the woman beating
There we
on the
go.
guy.
There we go. Here it comes.
Here it is.
That's our up.
Yeah. Boom. Boom.
You
The
know, you
overall
can't
data
just
showed-
Google and Wikipedia. That doesn't mean it's
I told
right.
you off the top of my head I knew this, and then look, he Googled it for
I'm
you to
saying
prove.
that doesn't.
But a girl made Wikipedia, so she's wrong.
You know, when,
she's wrong.
okay, you don't understand
See,
how
like,
to
here's the
critically
problem. See,
analyze
here's the problem.
evidence.
I
Clearly.
told you stats, numbers, and the
And
truth.
I do.
And then I pull it in front of you, and then you go ahead and say it's not wrong. It's not
I'm
right
saying
again.
that's not.
There's no winning.
I'm saying that is not an accurate study for you to
But
get.
a girl made Wikipedia.
Where's your study?
Well, I'd have to look it up, but
But he's telling you he did the research.
You don't
He did
even
it.
know.
I know how to
Wikipedia,
critically analyze evidence, and you don't.
All right,
is
you know
what I'm
what?
saying.
Public study, come on.
He did write a book, so.
Bro.
You know what?
Anyone
No,
can
no,
write a
no,
fucking
no,
book. His book is based on
You know
bullshit.
what?
Let me. Here's the thing. I don't know about England, and I'm talking about the United States. All right. In the United States, you have the numbers right there. When it's one way, the woman is beating the man. When it's two parties, they're beating each other. And then the highest instances of domestic violence are in lesbian couples. These are all facts. You don't have to like it, but it's the truth.
But how do you think they measured that then?
Like
Domestic
police
violence
calls.
arrest statistics?
Yeah, police calls.
Police calls?
All the
But
cases.
that doesn't mean it's a fact. Maybe the
That's a-
police are sexist. That's why. Maybe that's why they're arresting the
You know
Oh,
what's
you know
women.
what? No, hold on. You
Yeah.
know what? They are sexist. They're sexist towards the men.
Yep.
The men are far more likely to be arrested for domestic violence than the woman.
100%.
So if anything, those stats are even more accurate.
Yeah.
So are
Because
you scared
they are
of
more
women?
likely.
You think I'm
they
gonna
are
beat you
more
up?
likely to arrest the man than the woman in domestic violence situations.
If there's an issue and they call the police, usually the man gets arrested, hands down. No discussion.
Yeah, because usually he's the perpetrator.
No, they beat each other.
They beat each
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to explain to you.
But if someone started fighting you, would you not fight back?
No, a man won't hit a girl for real, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because otherwise, she'd be
Dude,
dead.
girls have assaulted us on this show.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
that's not
Like,
good.
are you like
I'm
what
not-
are you like? And we don't hit them back, and we're
Yeah.
not even in a relationship with them. I can
Yeah.
only imagine, like, bro, like
Yeah,
I'm
we
trying to
know.
explain to you, women don't have a proper understanding of violence. They're far more likely to slap the shit out of you if they get mad. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah.
And as the man, you're supposed to just kind of turkey your cheek and just accept it.
Okay.
Well, I'm very sorry you were assaulted.
That's fine.
It's
I don't
not
care.
okay.
But I'm trying to explain to you just to prove my
Sad
fact
times.
that
Man,
women
you ain't sorry, man.
don't
No.
have a proper concept of violence.
Don't
They
cap,
don't.
man. You ain't
Like
cap.
they just simply don't, and that's fine. But it is what it is, man. I mean,
Either way-
but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the privilege I could think of that women have. You guys can abort a baby. I can't tell you to keep the baby. You want to? If we get pregnant, I have no reproductive rights. You have all the rights, right?
Right now, we really.
Yeah.
Didn't Trump say it's like who based on the state? Like if you're in Florida, you have to fly out somewhere else. You
You
can't.
have like 6 weeks.
But
you can still
do
abort
it.
a baby.
You can still do it though.
Some people don't even know it's 6 weeks.
3 months.
You can go to another state.
Yeah.
The point I'm
That's
trying
a
to
lot.
make is you still have the ability to choose. We don't. If a guy gets you pregnant and says, please keep it, I don't want my child to die, you can abort the baby.
If
Yeah.
you're that worried about it, wear a condom.
Again, I'm simply explaining to you.
Condom.
Condom.
I'm just telling you because remember, do you remember how this started? I said, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't, and you couldn't name one. I'm saying there's a
I
bunch
did,
of rights and
but you
privileges.
just don't
The sexual harassment
agree
one, that's
with
not
me,
that doesn't
which is fine.
that doesn't count, bro. Both parties get sexual harassment. Both parties do.
I'm not